So during the outreach, I went to him, tried to be friendly, and let me tell you, he was rude.
The call came in and I picked up. I was like, who's this? And she was like, hello, it's me, Phoebe, the girl from yesterday. I was like, yeah?
So she really
She
called me.
called.
Father, forget that I know this guy. Forget that there was anything between us. Please, in case my emotion has been the one leading me, I'm so sorry. But you need to fix me. You need to fix him.
When I got to my new environment, I was like, okay, this is life. Let's live it. So it wasn't up to 2 weeks. I got someone else.
Hi guys, hi everyone. You're welcome back to the Gospel Truth. Welcome back to the channel. Today's episode is an amazing one. In fact, I'm interested and excited about today's episode because I know these people personally, and I am very sure that after the video, after what you see, you will learn something and you will gain something from this episode. Seeing the engagement in the previous episodes, thank you for the likes, thank you for the comments, thank you for the share. Please do well to like, comment, and share. If you're here for the first time, seeing this face for the first time, hi, my name is Florence. You're welcome to the Gospel Truth. Please do well to subscribe to the channel. And yeah, let's get into the video. Gong gong. I know you must have seen the title and you are like, in this time and age, in this generation. So before we continue, I'm going to invite to the stage. We don't have a stage, but they deserve a stage at this point. We're going to invite Mr. and Mrs. Godwin Samuel. Please, wherever you are, please join me to clap for them. Yes, you're welcome. I'm so happy to see you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, it's been a long time coming. I've been telling your wife that I need to invite you guys. So I need you guys to talk to my people. And I want you guys to share your story. So thank God it's happening.
Finally.
Yes, here. So yes, and I have a lot of questions for you people. Well, first of all, how are you? How is marriage? Yes, she's a mom now. She's not just married, she's a mom. So who do I start from? Your wife? Yes. First of all, how is marriage? How is motherhood? Just tell us, like, I know you cannot get to the end of it if you start talking about it, but just give us like a brief summary of everything.
Okay, marriage.
I know it's a lot. You don't need to tell me.
Marriage is good. It's amazing.
Yes.
Especially when you're doing it God's way.
Mm-hmm.
So you always have God to. There's this boldness to go back to God and say, "Yeah, I'll see you." So it's been great. Honestly, it's been great. And motherhood. Motherhood is a blessing. Let's leave it at that.
Yes, me, I understand that side, but yeah, it's a blessing indeed. So, Mr. Godwin, from you?
So far so good. Marriage has actually taught us a lot in these few years that we got into it. It has actually stretched us, and overall it's been a good experience, and yeah, we pray we keep doing this and keep
Amen.
Getting better at it.
Amen.
So it's been a good journey.
Wow. Thank God. I'm so happy to hear this, to get this feedback. Thank God for everything. So now the first question I have, because I know people would want to know, they're interested. Even me, I'm interested. I want to know. Where did you guys meet? Like, where did you meet that you now said, because I was asking your wife, this relationship that lasted for this long, like, did you meet in church? Did you meet, where is this somebody that connected you together? So I don't know who wants to answer this question, but you guys should decide. Where did you meet? Who's going to answer?
You go first.
Okay. We met in church.
Okay.
It was at a convention. So prior to that time, I hadn't seen him before. He said he's been in the church, but another of our branches.
Okay.
So that day I just saw him. I just got to church. I was attending one lesson then, and my dad came back and I was like, "Chorister, you're still here. The church is full. Everybody's there. I don't want to come out from the bathroom and meet you here. See me, giddy, 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 giddy." I just took bike and got to church. Lo and behold, nobody. So his district had just come to camp. So he was working with a bucket. I remember what he was wearing that day was a black polo
See love.
and
She will
three-quarter
remember.
jeans. So I just alighted the bike and it was just a random glance, like, like in my eyes then it was a small boy.
Yay.
So that was it. Then the convention was for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Saturday, then on Sunday, he was like, I was seeing him for the first time, like, who is this? Who is this fine guy like this in this church?
I don't understand. She said he was a small boy just now. Now she's saying
Now,
fine guy.
Yes.
Okay.
She couldn't resist.
You can go on.
I mean, so there's this pastor of ours, very close to my family and to me. So they looked alike, and I was like, his name too is Godwin.
Wow.
So I was like, Pastor Godwin's brother is around, and he did not tell me what kind of why will he be keeping that kind of thing for me? But for him not to tell me means he's not his brother. But this resemblance is too striking for them not to be related. So I will ask. So I asked someone from his district, who is that boy in your district? Is it Pastor Godwin's brother? Because Pastor Godwin at the time was their district pastor. So he said, no, it's not pastor's brother. Oh, that's his mom, that's his sister. I said, wait. So they are not even related at all. So, and even in my choir now, they were like, see pastor's brother. So I went to his premium gist. He's not pastor's brother. Oh. So we went for outreach that evening, that Sunday evening, and I actually observed that he wasn't talking to people, he was just there. So in my own mind, maybe he's just proud or he's new, because we had not even talked. So during the outreach, I went to him, tried to be friendly, and let me tell you, he was rude. He wasn't nice to me.
Why now?
A whole me.
What happened?
Me.
Okay, well, let me take the story from there.
Okay. He wants to defend himself.
I really want to know why he was
Actually,
rude.
you have to hear my side of the story as well.
Funny enough, sorry. Do you know that when my husband and I met for the first time, he was rude to me too?
See?
Let's just hear your own. Okay.
So the thing is, prior to the preparation of the whole convention, I wasn't actually into it. It was a dime-minute decision for me. So my mom actually encouraged me to come along. So I went for rehearsals because as choristers, at the street we are given some days to sing. So I was able to go for the rehearsal about 2 times, and that was it. So on that Friday that she talked about, that we came on, so the only thing I kind of noticed about her was she was the first person I saw on the chorister uniform aside from my mom and my sister. So I was just like, okay, who's this person? I just randomly, nothing else. So she walked in, and that was it. So I think then on Sunday of it, because there's this outreach we normally go for, the youth
Witnesses.
and the witnesses stuff. So it was just like an outreach. We went out. So I started hearing that, okay, some girls in my district came to me and was like, okay, you now have a wife. I was like, wife, ke?
From Friday to Saturday, I have wife.
Funny enough, what actually made me come for the convention was actually because I was coming out, though quite young, but I just came out of a bad relationship, or what would I call it? I would actually call that a relationship, but as at the time, to me, it was.
Yes.
So I wasn't really happy. Like, I was just there, so I could just, pass away the time and not think about it too much. So on that Sunday, they came up to me and was like, okay, there's this girl that's been asking about you. So I asked my sister, it's like, who's this person? She said, it's one girl, and this and that. I was like, okay. So that was where I gathered up. I was like, okay, let the person come.
Uh-uh.
And unfortunately for her, it didn't take long after that conversation. She came in.
Oh, she actually came to meet you to say
Like,
hi.
yeah, she did.
Hi.
So
You're
I
a strong
was,
woman, though.
I was just on my own walking because they were all dancing and all that. I was just walking behind them and just on my own. Then she came up to me and she held my hand and was like, she called my name. And I looked at her. I was like, "Who's this one?"
Hey.
I was like, "Leave me alone."
If it's me, I'll just let the ground open. Let me
That was just
enter.
how I felt. That was how I
Now I
felt.
see why ladies don't like doing that. They will not approach the man first because
It's
just
not even
imagine.
like there was anything. I just
Yeah.
wanted to
Well, to
know
me,
now, like,
I didn't actually feel comfortable in that situation. So I just like, okay, I asked
You
her.
did. She didn't know that you were coming out from
She
something.
no
So
no
I
no.
understand. Can understand.
So she held my hand and I was like, "Please leave me alone."
Okay.
And she was kind of persistent. I was like, "Madam, leave me alone now." Then she left me and she walked away. So after the whole thing, we go back to church. I was just sitting outside and she sat behind me. She was just there. I was like, "Who's this person now?" She was just there, doing her thing, talking to one child. We were just, I was like, "Who is this person? Who is this person? Who is this person?" So after the whole thing, convention was to end that Sunday evening. So after the farewell service, like they call it, so we were rounding up. The bus that was to take us back home was already on ground. So we were packing up and all that. So somehow I just kind of felt bad. The whole thing replayed and I felt bad about it. So I started looking for her.
Oh wow.
And then
I hope you did shakara.
she did actually. So
Better.
I was like, "Okay, can I have your number?" She said, "For what?" That was where I was like, "Okay, who is this one again?" Just to fulfill all righteousness. I was like, "Okay, so I can just call you again and say sorry." She said, "Okay." Then a thought came to my mind. I was like, just give her yours. She won't call you. So that will be the end of the whole thing because I was just doing it's not as if I actually wanted the number. I was just doing all that just to, kind of pacify her and that's it. So I gave her my number and I was like, "Okay, you can just call me." The audacity. I was like, "Okay, whatever." Maybe she will feel like, okay, I don't deserve to be called or whatever. So fortunately for me, on one day I didn't actually go to work that day. I was just doing some laundry and the call came in. Although before then, I've given my brother the premium gist. It's like, "This what happened. See, 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 see." So it's like, so we were just we talked about it. So the call came in and I picked up. I was like, "Who's this?" And she was like, "Hello, it's me, Phoebe, the girl from yesterday." I was like, "Eh?"
So she really
She
called me.
called. I was like, "Okay, wait, let me call you back." So I
Call
went.
him, oh, this is a sign. Call him. Don't be too proud. You can
So
never tell.
I went back to my brother. I was like, "See you, see, 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 see." I was like, "Yeah, call her now." So I called her, and that was it.
So in all of this now, who asked who out first? I want to know
he
first.
did.
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
did.
Okay. My mind has come down.
You
Because
know, I would never do that. Never, ever, ever.
guys, I'm saying it because she's my friend right from school. Because I know a little bit of this. I don't know in details, but I know them. Like we went to the same school, University of Benin. We attended the same fellowship, and
We're in the
then
same class.
the same class, the same everything. So we used to go to school together, go to church together. So even when there were times I had to go to her house to like just chill in her house, or she'll come to mine and she'll be talking about this God. And you know that time you're dating, you're in university, like we used to see our boyfriends. Like, I was like, where is the person? You always talk about this guy, where is the guy? And this lady you're seeing here, then men were always coming after her. Guys will come after her, but you will not say I should be. Me and some people like, are you sure this Godwin is serious? See guy, yo. But she was actually really friendly, and people will always find her approachable, and then she would gist to them. And you see, guys, she had those friends, but it will not pass like that. And for me, honestly, I'm just saying it now. Honestly, then I felt like from the conversations, I felt like maybe because I was close to her, so I knew that she was really into this. But in my head, is the person into it because it's even far. And you know those times that they will be having boyfriend and girlfriend will have issue, and you want to side your friend. I'll be like, at that point, I bet just leave him, let him go. There's nothing there again. But see, we are here today. Thank God we are here today. So my other question is, In that 10 years, or maybe the first year, no, first year is still fresh, 5 years, in 6 years, just during that period of your dating that long, did you ever break up, or did anybody say I'm not doing again, or you broke up, you came back again? This one that they are laughing. Oh yeah, now you should answer.
Maybe I should go first this time.
Okay.
Um, in the space of 10 years, actually, it was a long distance relationship, and
Exactly.
to me, I felt very comfortable doing that because it got to a point that we needed to count the number of times we met each other. I think in about 6 years we met 11 times in 6 years. That was how serious the whole thing was.
Hey.
So
Okay.
whenever we get to see each other, it's like we have to take months to plan,
Wow.
fantasize how we get to see each other. Just to sit down and talk for 30 minutes, it's over. So so many times me personally, I call it a quit many times. Like I can't even recall.
The
There are
number
times
of
it just
times.
because as I was just trying to discover myself, so she was. We were teenagers. We met as teenagers actually.
Yes.
So we were trying to discover who we were. So that was actually conflicting with so many things in our life as at the time. So there were so many things that we actually don't understand, like the way we do now. So it gets to a point that okay, you want them to be this certain way, and they're not like that.
Mm-hmm.
You just snap, and to me the best way is just to walk away. I was like, I'm done with this whole thing, I'm not doing it again. I was like, just get out, go. So maybe after that, maybe 2 days, 3 days, if at the longest maximum 3 days.
What
uh,
kind of breakup is that?
then that we call back again and we talk, and you know just like that. But I think towards the fifth year or sixth year, the quarrel got more consistent. Like it was always tense.
Yes.
It was always tense. I was like, okay, because then we started growing, we started figuring out things, and to me, I was like, okay, are you really sure this thing is actually going to work? For the fact that we've been together for this long doesn't
Mm-hmm.
mean we should,
Yeah.
go all the way.
Before you continue, I want to ask a question because you mentioned something like you started as teenagers. Do you think that helps the relationship in any way? Because in this
Yeah,
our generation now, like starting to date somebody at 22, 23, 25, and date them for that long, is it feasible? Is it going? It's not sustainable. But do you think that it worked for you because you're still young? You've not had experience like that with other people.
yeah. Well, I think the for me actually personally, I think it worked because in those years we saw different sides of us,
Mm-hmm.
different
You grew
versions.
together.
We grew up together, so there are many things we experienced together
Mm-hmm.
that we are now benefiting from it now in marriage,
Oh,
because we don't need to go back to those routes. It's like we've gone through that part already. So although you can't actually know somebody enough, but
yes.
to a very large extent, it actually
Yes.
helped us.
I think I want to ask your wife this question now. For the number of years you were together, how was it with family? Like, is family your family? Because I know that when I graduated, my mom, that was the first time. Funny enough, at the time I graduated, I think I had dated, at that time, that was like I was in the third relationship in my life, like an adult. So that was the time my parents asked me, is there no man? And I'm like, we don't finish the relationship. Yeah, they asked me about man. So I know that when women graduate, when you're done with school, they said the next thing is marriage. So I don't know, were they in the picture from the beginning, during school? Did they know? Or is it that they were aware of the relationship after school, many years after school? Or what did they think about it? If you would love to share, what did your parents go like, it's time, are you not going to get married? Or who are you seeing? And all of that.
For family, my mom knew him, my
Okay.
siblings knew him. I had invited him to the house once
Okay.
because I usually don't invite people to my house. You cannot just come to my house like that. I was just like that. So if you're coming to my house,
Must be
you
important.
yes, you must have your reason for coming to my house. You can't just show up. or just tell me you are coming. Why are you coming to my house? So, but I invited him over to the house, and my mom saw I was excited. I was trying to, mommy, he doesn't eat this, so he doesn't eat this. Listen, and I was like, ah. So, but he came. She was comfortable with him. Because if anybody comes to the house and my mom doesn't like them, she'll tell you, see this your friend. I
You
don't,
like
I don't like this person. They should not come here again. But and from there, every time she'll be asking me, how is God doing? How is
Her
God
mom
doing?
even was endorsing her on the first day that the food they served me, that she was the one that made it.
they
Okay,
were
I
telling
see.
you that first day.
And my siblings too, every day all took to him. They liked
Oh,
him, so it wasn't really an issue. It
okay.
wasn't an issue.
Okay, that's really nice to hear because I know that that would have like, how do I put it, like cement everything. Okay, family is not frowning at it. Family is cool, the friendship, especially mothers. Especially mothers. So mother is cool. So let's just go. So my next question is, when did you guys know that it was time to get married? Because I know that you predicted, you've known yourself. You see that, okay, you felt like you were comfortable enough financially or whatsoever the reason might be. So would you love to share? Because I don't know, maybe people, if you wanted to do 15 years, you would have done. But what was the reason that made you feel like, okay, I think it's time. Let's settle down. Let's have a family.
Okay, good.
Okay, when we knew or how we knew. When we knew.
Yes, that you wanted to
Okay.
settle down.
Okay, it was one night. I was just one night though. We're about going to bed. I was already lying down, and then my dad called me. I was like, okay, I think they've even asked me before. Is there nobody or something? I can't remember, but I remember this particular night. They called me to the room, and my dad said, that boy
Not
that
really
people are
that boy.
always talking about in this house. Who is he? What does he even want? The question came unexpected. Like I knew they were
Fathers,
going to ask one day or something, but
yes.
not. I don't. They sleep. Like come wake me up. So, but it came to my mind either during the day of that day or the day before. But I just waved it off like a beg. But to my shock, that night he just called me. Ne, come here. That boy, who is he? What does he want? People are always talking about him in this house. People even mention his name more than my name in this house. I said, which boy? You don't know him again. Godwin is not his name. I said, hey, okay, he said he wants to marry me. He said he wants to marry you. How old are you? And he's still saying, when is he going to?
Fathers, it goes straight to the point.
I said he will come very soon. Who are his parents? What does he do? This and that. Started asking questions. Then I think it was that same night I thought, oh yeah, daddy is asking, no, when are you coming? I told him you want to marry me. If you don't want to marry me now, talk. So that was it, Sha, and
Wow.
it kind of gave us that push. It's not like we didn't know we're going to get married, but it
Yeah,
was like, okay, oh yeah, that
Yeah.
kind of
prior to
thing.
that time, we actually know we were going to get married. The whole thing started. I think you're supposed to even share that story when she gave me
She has
the.
not asked.
Share it,
That's
Please share it.
lockdown.
Not-
I gave him lockdown. We his own breakup used to be 3 days. My own was 1 year. When I broke up with him.
That is serious.
Yes.
I think
That was when you now decided that I need to wake up
that
or
was around the time when she went for service.
Yeah, that was 2019.
two of us now did break and lockdown together.
Yeah, because I remember that day, I just felt strongly in my spirit to call Florence. But I was like, God, I'm like, Florence is fine. She did where she did.
Oh, was that the time you called me that I said I was no longer with my husband?
Exactly. And I was like, is it what's going on now? Like, me, I just woke up on my own. What's going on like this?
Oh my God.
So that was it. That period wasn't funny at all, and I was like, God, I don't want to have this kind of marriage. I don't want to have a sad marriage. I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to have a marriage where we'll be angry, like an angry home. Even if you try to pretend in the presence of others and the children, it's just there. That tension is there. The spirit is there. So God, I do not want this. We will always, like, much as we try, the thing is, we
Ah,
didn't even know what the
Why? What
issue
was going on?
was. We didn't know. But I just had to do, if I perish, I perish. God, what will I do at this point to set things right? Because, okay, what is causing problem? He doesn't know. What is causing problem? I don't know. So I'm like, okay, should I plan this thing with him? If I plan with him, the purpose of the whole thing would have been defeated.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to just take the bull by the horn. I was like,
Wow.
God, I beg, help me. So that was the only thing I could come up with that day. I remember trying to call him. His number wasn't going through. And I know he was going through a rough patch that period, but I beg, at that point of my life, people were getting married, people were knowing what to do with their
Yeah.
life. I was busy running around circles, fighting, relationship, since how
So wait,
many
so after
years?
you did the lockdown, you're the one that now called him back.
No. Like towards the lockdown thing, I'm trying to see the whole
Okay.
process of the thing. So I just had to do text. And I was like, but if I send text message, won't it be disrespectful? Won't it be? Well, just do it. So I just sent that message. My sister, Daddy, I no rest though. My mind, small thing. I'll check my phone. Phone that is on ring out. I'll check my phone. At CDS that day, they were like, Phoebe, is everything okay? I said, I'm perfect, but it's in my heart. So that day, getting home to, because I stayed at NCCF fellowship family house. So getting to the sister's courtyard, my phone rang. You can imagine my heart. Phew!
Now you break up, now you dey
Oh, my
fear.
sister. So he called and he was like, what was the meaning of that text you sent me? I said, is self-explanatory. He said, no, just assume I don't have understanding. Explain to me. I said, the thing is, that is what is best for both of us. He said, no, you don't know what's best for me. Oh. You only saying what is best for you. In fact, you want to break up. It is okay. Like, when they stab somebody, that was how I felt. A side of me was expecting him to be
Yeah.
like, oh, we can fix this. And another part, the purpose-driven part, we wanted it to be like that. So I just held my chest and somebody was like, Sister Phoebe, are you okay? So I'm fine. I went to my bed and I cried. But I just told the Lord, at this point, I just need you to deal with this situation. In fact, Father, forget that I know this guy. Forget that there was anything between us, please. In case my emotion has been the one leading me, I'm so sorry. But you need to fix me. You need to fix him. Just I beg, please, just fix things for us. If peradventure he's still going to be the one, just fix him, because he was going through a phase at the time, and
Yeah.
when you're telling somebody God and he's shouting, he's, I don't want to hear,
Oh.
I was like, God, I want you to bring him to a point where he will just realize that it's you and you alone. You owe him nothing. He should just submit himself to you. But as for me, I need you to just settle me, just I beg. And that period, it was like I heard God. That wasn't my first time hearing him, but I heard him. I heard God telling me, wait. I heard God telling me, be still. So that was it.
Wow.
But let
It
me
seems like your
add.
husband wants to say something.
Let me
Like you're
add.
stopping me.
Okay, sorry. Go on.
Tell us your
Continue
part.
from there. Tell
I
us your
think
part.
hearing the story again, it just seemed like it happened yesterday. I moved on. I moved on. I got someone else I dated, but I was just like,
Amen.
the whole
My
thing was,
sister, I know.
yeah, the thing is actually, I felt like, okay, that was it, we're done.
Yes, you're
So
done.
what's the essence of trying to stay for too long? So it was at that point that I was like, okay, since it just seems like everything is not just coming together in my life, I just need to know exactly what, like, I need to clear my head. So I packed my bag. I called my cousin. I was like, I need to come over to your place and just stay for some time and just cool off and know what I actually want to do. So although nobody know, they felt
Yeah.
the way I was at home. I just called my mom. I was like, okay, this is what I actually want to do. I just need to leave the environment and all that. She was like, okay. She encouraged me, so I left. So when I got to my new environment, I was like, okay, this is life. Let's leave it. So it wasn't up to 2 weeks. I got someone else, and I was like, okay, that was it. It started, and To me, whenever we're just together, I kind of
It's
feel,
not flowing.
yeah, to me, I felt like I was doing something bad.
Guilty
I was
conscious.
like, what is all this? Am I not supposed to be free? But
Mm.
the whole thing was just like that. So it went on like that. There are several times I would just want to call her. Like I can remember this very particular day I called and she picked. So immediately she heard my voice and she was like, "Who's this? Man, it's just
You know, I get it because this same thing you're saying happened in my relationship with my husband. Like, then when after the offer, that one was even giving me, I don't know if it's silent treatment. It was forming busy, he's working. At that point, I'm like, I'm done. Then later, I would not. I said, well, you don't send me any message, don't check on me. Why are you checking on me? So I can actually relate to what you guys are saying. I understand the story very well,
man, I think
perfectly.
it was after that day that I actually okay, I deleted her number. Like this one, it was very,
Oh,
very intentional. Like, okay, it's time to move on. So surprisingly for me, towards the end of her, like she's finished service.
hmm.
Then I got I think was it a message or a call from her that she'll be coming back to Lagos, that she would like me to come pick her in the park. I was like, who's this man?
As Uber driver, wait.
I was
After you
like,
never talk to
I
persons,
thought about it. I was like, okay. Funny enough, I was excited. I was like, why am I supposed to be excited about
God
this
is
kind of
working.
thing? She was like, probably I don't know what she was expecting to hear. I was like, okay, no problem. And actually, that was the first day I saw her dad,
Oh wow.
and that was the first day he saw me. So she was walking me to the bus stop, and we saw him on the road.
So this is the God
This
way.
is also okay. You are the Godwin. I say yes, sir. So and we started with this probation plan, okay, because the way I was now seeing her was different. Because truth be told,
We see
throughout
glory.
throughout that period, that's
Clap
you
for
know,
Jesus, clap for Jesus. See, sorry to cut you. This is why it's important to involve God. From all I've heard in their story, especially the wife, she was involving God from the beginning. Even when it looked like the husband didn't want to have anything to do with God, she was still like interceding on his behalf.
yeah.
So you cannot even do this relationship thing without God. That's why I always look at people that do relationship, do marriage without God. I honestly, sincerely wonder how they do it.
Mm,
Like how do you do it? Because your plans, your decisions, your emotions, everything has to be guarded and by him. Because
that's
if
right.
if he doesn't, that's when there's catastrophe. Things just start going awry. People just start making bad decisions. So if you're in that relationship now and there's no God in it, I'm sorry, you are starting to fail. You are building the foundation to
Mm,
fail.
Well,
So please just, you can make it right. You can still, there's still time. As long as another thing I noticed in their relationship is the trust she had for God and the leading. Like what he just started saying now, that imagine not, like imagine it, because for common sense, you now you break up with me. After 1 year, calling me to come and pick you from the park as well. Which juju did you carry? So it can only be the leading of God. So that we should take note of that. It's really, really important. So
yeah.
yeah.
and
After that time, truth be told, there was so many transformation that actually happened. You know, I now see things differently. My relationship with God was better, and we it was like, okay, now that we're back here now, what's the
Mhm.
next thing to do? So somehow we just came up with this probation plan. It's like, okay, we'll be on probation, we'll just check each other for I think a month or so.
Okay.
Then if eventually we find out that okay, we are good with what we're seeing,
Mm-hmm.
then we can, proceed. So that was how we had it. And okay, after the probation, it was like, okay, let's give this a try again. And it was around that period that the idea of getting married
Okay.
started coming in. I think that was in 21. Yeah, 21, towards the end of the year, we started talking about settling down. Although it wasn't my intention as at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I had something different that I wanted to do. And, we approached our pastor for counseling. Then I let him know, okay, this is what I actually want to do. And after much back and forth, I came to see the need why, okay,
She'll
I
settle
think I
down.
should do this. So the whole of 21, we that was it. Into 22, that was when I was like, okay, for I think about 6 months or so, we didn't act anything, like
Mm-hmm.
we didn't do anything, nothing like that, until the time I eventually picked up courage. I was like, okay, let's go see the dad.
This relationship is so interesting, and one thing I want to say again is, for those that are watching, I know that you'll be like, it doesn't work. How many years? Anybody that loves you, 6 months is enough. And I've seen a lot of comments on dating and courtship online. I've seen a lot. But one thing I want you to note in all I've heard from them is that there was direction. It's not that come like you are just dating for dating sake. Like
Yeah,
you're
that's
not
right.
dating to settle down, you're not dating to marry. The man has ever asked you, where's your mom, where's your dad? There's some people that date or is dating now. Yes, they are dating, and you don't know anybody in your boyfriend or girlfriend's family. Like you are not that important, and then they will date you like that for 5 years, 6 years, 8 years. You are the problem. So that's not what we are advising you to do. No, no, whatever you are doing, even in life generally, anything you are doing, spending time, spending resources, spending your energies, because you have focus. There is an end point. There is something you are driving at. So if you're in a relationship and there is no direction, there's no day that you have spoken, you have sat down to plan together, plan for your future, then I think you should run away. It's not that there is a medal they will give you at the end of 10 years. So let me wait, let me wait. You might get disappointed. But if you know definitely that you are working together, there is one mind, there is direction, and then most importantly, Jesus is at the center. So God needs to be in that relationship. So we're,
Yeah.
we're almost coming to the end of this video, this podcast, this series today, and I'm very sure that you've learned something. So please, if you are yet to like, please like. If you are new here, yet to comment or subscribe, please subscribe to the channel. So the last question I want to ask them now briefly is that, what's your advice to young people that are dating and intending to get married, like Christians? Because from all you could hear from there, you can tell that there are people that are holding God like this. So, what's your advice to young ones in church dating? Because, like you said, you started in church. So, some because now some people don't even want to get boyfriend and girlfriend in church. They're going outside. I don't know why. Our husband was found in church. My own husband too, church. So it can actually happen. You can see marriages, beautiful marriages from meeting someone in your church. So for people that are dating, whether they're church member or not, but they are Christians, what's that advice? Whether in a sentence or whatever you want to give to them, you give me one and you give me one.
Okay, I think I'll go first. Just um involve God.
Mm-hmm.
First
Very
of all,
important.
involve God. Don't go into any relationship without God.
Mm-hmm.
Pray. Once see pray pray because they know person finish.
Exactly.
It is only God that sees the heart of man. It's God who knows the end of a thing from the beginning. Before that thing even begins, He knows how it will end. So involve Him, involve the Holy Spirit, because somebody can pretend now.
Yes.
Anybody can pretend. If you like, be with them for donkey years. They can pretend. It is when you now enter the marriage, that you now know that, is this what I married? So just involve God. Because for me, I learned to pray early enough for my marriage,
Yeah.
thanks to my mom. She would say, pray now so that the
Exactly.
answer will go and wait for you. None of you will be old
Plant
in my
the
house.
seeds now.
That kind of thing. So I found sense in what she said. Be real, know yourself. If you don't have a purpose, or if you don't have something, they say if you don't have something you stand for, you fall for anything. So there must be something in your life. Don't just be anywhere belle face.
Yeah.
In this case, anyhow no be way, anyhow no be how. There's got to be a way. You've got to have direction, and you can't have direction if the Holy Spirit is not leading you.
Mm.
And another thing I always put at the back of my mind is you cannot obey God halfway. If you are obey Him completely.
Thank you. So, Gordon, do you have anything to add?
Well, she's actually said it all. And one thing I would just need to add is why you also involve God, you have to be very, very intentional about what you want,
Yeah.
because this will help you navigate your directions very clearly.
Okay.
And if eventually, maybe along the way, it seems like okay, you didn't get the direction clearly,
Mm-hmm.
for the fact that you have this intention, like okay, this is what this thing is,
Yes.
it will help you not get too confused.
Okay.
So you know if it is either you wait or you move. So that is all I have to say. And
Wow.
for every other person, the way it works for us might not actually work for you. Just
Mm-hmm.
find out what works for you,
Yes.
involve God, and be very intentional. And
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Wow, what an awesome time. Like I had a very good time. And this beautiful couple you are seeing here, they have a very beautiful daughter too. God has blessed them with a beautiful daughter. So it's testimony upon testimonies. So guys, I believe that you've learned one or two from this story. Involve God in that relationship, be intentional, and know that you cannot compare. And even in marriage too, people do it. Oh, can't you see this person's wife? Can't you see this person's husband? Know your spouse, like know your spouse, and know that, believe that okay, this, you believe that this is the person that God gave to me. So work on that person, pray with that person. There's something that you desire, whether in character, in habit, you can actually pray. There are people that have changed through prayer. I'm not talking about somebody that is being violent or abusing you. That's not what we're talking about here. Maybe something that you see that you did not grow up seeing. That's what marriage exposes you to. You see new things you've not seen before. And you see new things every year. So don't think that you can see everything by 2 years or 5. Okay, we're okay. It's every year. So just involve God into that relationship. Don't use your emotions. Don't use your human sense or human wisdom. Involve God. Be intentional, like he said, and I trust that you will not make a mistake. So yeah, thank you so much, Mr. and Mrs. Godwin
Thanks for
Samuel. Thank you
for
having
having
for,
us.
us.
we are honored and we are privileged to have you in our midst. And I believe and pray that we'll still have you another time for something else,
We'll
because
gladly
they
come
are
around
loaded
me.
people you see like this, they are loaded people. So guys, we've come to the end of this video. Thank you for sticking to the end. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.